This is the Doctor, continuing the Cyber Knights Flashpoint playthrough. In the last episode, we took on a pure combat mission, rescued, or I should say recruited, a sniper, Rhino. She's not technically part of our squad yet. We also have another potential recruit, Saul, who was recommended by our hacker. But neither one of these is technically recruited yet. I don't see the need to recruit them until I actually need them, or until the timer runs out. Because if you recruit them, it reduces the pay from the missions a little bit, and unless you have certain buildings, they can't even gain experience. So I'll delay that as long as possible. Try to scrounge up a little more money. Money is very tight early game. Then, we have some upgrades. I am going to learn this talent, Rewind. This is the last of, in my opinion, 3 best talents on the Cyber Knight. At least if you want to do a support Cyber Knight. It's hard to imagine any build not picking Tactical Surge. But getting up to Rewind and Atomic Stutter does take a lot more investment. But Rewind is pretty sick. It is buff a teammate within 15 meters and immediately add +1 charge to any recharging talent. So what that means is if a mercenary has, say, 3 talents on cooldown, all 3 gets their cooldown back immediately. That is insanely good. Unbelievably good. If you have the right backup. For example, this Nervo Talk Shell, right? It's a stun. You use it to stun 1 turn. Next turn, you use Rewind, stun again on a different group of enemies. So it's and this is an AoE, so that's why it's so insane. Getting Dissolve back is good. Getting Disorient back, or is good. Getting Marker Sights or Iron Grip or Overwatch back can be good. I don't know if it works on passive skills. I gotta pay attention to that. But if you can get the passive skills back, that's even more good. So you can't really go wrong with this talent, Rewind. So I will train that for sure. And then maybe I'll go investing some other stuff after this. But in this mission, since we have to kill stuff, this Night Owl Lend, it's a you gotta kill up to 3 captains. You have to kill at least 1, but the more you kill, the more money you make. And we want to try to do all 3. We'll see. There's also some bonus objectives. If you kill 5, you get we're gonna kill at least 5. So I'm already seeing this 72k as free money. But completing before 10 turns, I don't know when that's going to happen. That might happen. But if we do that, we get a blueprint for a tier 5 assault rifle. We can't use it anytime soon, but we might be able to sell it if we upgrade one of our contacts, and that could be worth a good chunk of change, or eventually we might craft it. There's value no matter what there. It would, a tier 5, the higher tier blueprints are usually worth quite a lot of money, in the 100k plus region. So this could be a good chunk of change. In fact, it's probably worth more than killing some of these other targets, to be honest. But you just don't get the money right away, so there's a bit of a trade-off. Money now is better than money later, all that stuff. But we're not going to worry about that. I have already prepared a squad. I could keep waiting, let this timer tick down some more, but I don't really see the need to do that. I want to do this mission right away because I need some money to fund the rest of my base and so forth. We're quite low on funds. I have more stuff I could sell, but even that is running out. There is a green matrix host, so we definitely want to prepare a hacker. I'm not going to use this violent diversion. I don't think we need it. Bringing a pretty strong squad is still relatively early, but we might need to start thinking about it. Since we have to kill this, we are going against Warner Braun, that new core. They are a corporation, so they're going to be tougher. Their guards will generally just be better. They'll be more armored and so forth. So in case we need it, I brought our Scourge with the shotgun. Shotgun's very good against armor. I brought the FK-17 Blink, Assault Rifle, and the Street Dragon. Both of these have pure damage, so armor piercing. I did put suppressors in because we want to try to stealth a little bit at least. And so that does nerf our damage a little bit, but I think we can make do with that. Our hacker also has a SMG, so that we can have like maximum full auto if we need it. I got the rewind, I got stuns, I brought some shock mines, a smoke grenade, some healing, a bio-recycler to potentially dissolve some bodies. Oh, I remember what I want to buy now. I wanted to go buy a Hyper V-Cap. This drug is only 4K to purchase. It's very cheap. And it has a nice buff. I think it makes sense to use this on our Outlaw, on our Scourge, since it grants quite a bit of movement buff. And movement is best on someone like the Vanguard, but on a Scourge with the shotgun, getting up close and like point blank shooting someone, pretty solid. Yeah, plus it gives +1 movement point for the next return, so you get a little more action to use that with. All good stuff. All right, I have everything prepped. There's nothing else I need to manage at the base, nothing else I really want to buy or so forth. Let's just start the mission. The Doctor, worrying just short of enemy contact. Hayes, I'm working on locating the targets now. Iceman, we're going to have to do this in the right order or things are going to get way too hot. The Doctor, this may be a long and bloody night. Let's get to work. Check our objectives for the rough location of each target. We can leave at any time we can reach an extraction point. Okay, let's see. Oh, this map again. Remember this map? This is the first map we did, except they changed up the extraction. There's one in the middle, one all the way in the back. That's where we were thinking about extracting last time. There's a whole bunch of loot boxes still. Not quite as many as last time. But, yeah, so I've played pretty deep into the campaign and offline mission. The variety of maps seem to open up even more later on. Early on, it seems to recycle some of the maps a bit more aggressively, probably just to make sure, like, because these earlier maps tend to be like easier. The layouts are like friendlier, probably just to make sure you can do them or something. I don't really know. We can just headcanon this as Warner Braun, the corporation, took over the facility from that other corporation we raided. I think it was McClellan. All right, they've got a sniper up here, but this sniper is, it might just stay put. Might not be anything we need to worry about. I would like to move out of here because if the sniper spots us, that would be annoying. We need to assassinate Alpha, Udo, and Phyto. We do not actually know where any of them are. We have Katu, Nado, and Gakko. Gakko, in particular, is a fire comm. We've got the heavier weapons. Don't really want to fight them if I can avoid it. Hard to know where some of these enemies are going to come from. Plus these loot boxes. I mean, we obviously want to move towards the Matrix area and hack it. Just getting these 2 loot boxes for free is pretty good. We can like hit these 5 loot boxes and hug the edge of the map. Hugging the edge of the map, generally a good thing. I don't want to use my look-aheads. Well, I guess I should on this one. Okay, this is actually really good to confirm. So now I can delay everyone. If this guard comes back, he'll be blocked by the barrier in the middle. So I want to see what the guards do. Oh, okay, there's another guard in the middle. Is that one of the things we have to assassinate? Possibly. Udo. That sounds like one of the ones we have to assassinate. Okay, the sniper is going to patrol back and forth. Yep, so there's a guard over there. He's got 2 protection points. It's going to be very annoying to assassinate this one. We also don't know the patrol pattern, so let's still get to the Matrix first. I'm considering doing the tactical surge this turn and then just like taking down this guard right away. It's really not a bad idea. I should have enough firepower. That way we can get ourselves into position to do the hack as quick as possible. I think there's a lot of value in that. But I am going to delay the action a little bit because I want Brick to apply a marker site. There's Omega, another dude in the middle. I don't like that. These marker sites recharge so quick. Okay, I'm outside the optimal range, so I can get a little closer. Let's get right here. Actually, let me... Well, if I get here, I shouldn't be obstructed. Right? I have an obstruction penalty. But if I get here... I really shouldn't have any obstruction penalty. Yes. A little bit outside the optimal range. I have a little recoil. Might as well Iron Grip to get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, this one's gonna be kind of annoying to kill. Okay, one guard down. Took 2 mercenaries and 4 shots. That's okay. That's all okay. I need to see what other guards there are here. There's Beta. Is that one of our targets? No. Jebel. That is not one of our targets either. This Udo guard, unless it patrols into somewhere a little more convenient, might be very difficult to assassinate. I'm going to disable that pressure plate because I know I'm going to use it next turn. Okay, and then I am going to run... Well, if I disable that pressure plate this turn, I can try to grab it. Next turn, someone else can grab that. Jebel, Udo, Omega. I don't think any of them are gonna spot me. Gakko. I think we should be fine. There's like random cover this way. Of course, I could just say, you know what, we're not going to worry about the cooldown. I'm trying to do this to maximize like the cooldowns and so forth, but I don't know that's wise. Let's just run in to grab this loot. We can also see more enemies. Oh boy, are all the targets in the middle? That will be annoying. Let's see what they do. Ooh, okay. Alpha is coming this way. How interesting. How very interesting. That one. The sniper has yet to go, but... Well, I don't want to, like, alert the entire map. At the very least, I don't want to alert the sniper. It might be okay to alert some of these other ones. Especially the, like, objectives. I would prefer not to alert these two. Huh. Let's delay our action. I have an atomic stutter, right? That's a weaker stun, but it could allow me to take this one out. I mean, the pistol shots will take forever to kill it, but it will kill it eventually. Especially with the bio-coated bullet and the venom trap. Is there any way I can venom trap him? Maybe. So let's delay the action again. I can hack, and I do want to hack, but I might as well use the disable the other pressure sensor. Now they might spot ice, but I'm okay with that. Activate our talents. Gonna go hacking, disable the security tally. This prevents programs from loading. I don't know I even care about that. Let's go up. Disable the matrix cost increase, and then disable the thing that weakens connections. Ooh, those sub-processing units can be kind of annoying. So I will load deception, and then I can't do anything out this turn. I don't want to connect there. Sometimes like bad things happen if you end your action there. I'm just gonna end my action here. Okay, so I obviously want to know what these two are doing. Oh, he's one walking back. I don't actually like that. I don't actually want him to walk back. Concussion grenade, some random stuff. Let me think. Let me think. Well, I can't stun him this turn. So I could marker sight and overwatch. I mean, it's not bad to lure some of these other, like, ones over. It's just I would prefer not to lure this one, this Gakko guard over. If I get a little closer, I could shoot in such a way that I only lure the ones I want to come over. Okay, that is very interesting. I might do a pre-computed advantage. So let's yield. This does seem like a good time for a mark when these two are clumped together. Just gonna do it. I can always get my talent back thanks to rewind. I would have to get a little closer, but yeah, we might be able to set up a nice I can see I can buff the initiative on brick with the pre-compute advantage, or I can buff the initiative on myself. Then going quick next turn, I buff it again on brick. We have a some full autos, possibly even a stun, AoE stun on these two. Yeah, it'll trigger some more guards to come over, but some of these guards we actually want to come here. That would be ideal, in fact. I like that idea, so let's do the pre-compute advantage on myself. So guaranteed I go quick next turn, then I can pre-compute advantage brick. I could dissolve a corpse. Don't know that is the most important thing right now. I am curious. If I go here, the shotgun's so loud, they'll still hear me. Maybe if I stand in this corner. If I run up just one and I throw the... Can I throw the venom trap? Not really. It's no good angle. Okay. I could do the hyper V caps. This could be... wow, if I were going to use it, I should have used it at the start of this turn. I'll save it for next turn. There's also the disorient, but again, I can save these things for the next turn. You can see what's optimal. Okay, let me think. I just want to see where we can go to do a full auto that doesn't like activate the whole map. We want actually Udo to hear it. So like right there would be perfect. Alpha is pretty quick. What about beta? How quick is beta? Beta is extremely slow. Okay. So I would have to atomic stutter alpha pretty quickly. I believe my weapon and Brick's weapon have the same like noise, 30 meters, right? Brick's is, I believe, also 30 meters. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, there's definitely some places I can go. Might get spotted, but it's worth it to avoid the sound and to attract the right enemies over here. I want them to start running this way. It will increase escalation massively, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to use another pre-compute advantage on Brick. Then I want Brick to go first, so I'm going to yield my action. Obviously, I want to do it like that. And I can Overwatch again to like... Yeah, to prevent it from... I may not even need to stun it. I could just Overwatch it. That's really where I want to shoot from. So, what I could do is I could do a little sneak. I know I only get one full auto burst off, but it's worth it. Got a little recoil, but but Iron Grips gives me a little more damage. I think it's worth it. Just double checking. We're gonna alert 4 guards, and it's the right 4. Very nice. Again, I kind of just want to Overwatch, not even bother with the stun. That seems better. This beta guard will die for sure. Is there any good rewinds that I do? I don't think so. Can I oh, but I don't want to track that guard over there. Where can I go? What if I pistol? We kill one. It's not terrible. Like, I should have a 100% hit chance on this one. And when they get hit, they can't do anything. Like... Oh, though Brick does have really, really high, Brick does have really high recoil right now from that full auto. Like, I wish I could preview the Overwatch accuracy, but it's the recoil is 35. She does generate a little less, so it's probably like 33 or something. And the burst fire mode is only 64%. Yeah, it's a 25%. I'm actually not very confident this is going to hit. So rather than risk it, I shouldn't have wasted that overwash then. Now I'm really thinking about just running up atomic stutter. I want to shoot the captain or something. This guard in the back is easy enough for Hunter to deal with. Because if this guard Alpha gets to move, I forgot about the auto thing. Yeah. I have 26%. Okay, that's how much recoil I have. 26. That's. So I have like a 64% chance to hit. That's way too low. It's not even like a glancing hit or anything. Okay, so I do have the atomic stutter to stun this one. I would dearly like to. So if I shoot, I can move up here. Atomic stutter. Disable now end of next turn. I might even be able to run and get our thing. Wait, no, I shoot, then I have 3 AP. If I move here, I am within atomic stutter range. I'm just trying to maximize my like action counts. Okay. Good crit. Yep. It's okay that I'm spotted. Stun you. Make sure you can't do anything. Oh, they're all coming here. That can be good. I think he spotted a body. Very unfortunate. Where can I go where the shotgun won't like alert the entire map? Back here. So maybe I just do the bio-coated bullets. This one's gonna run up. To investigate. Nothing I can do about all these security tallies. So something bad is gonna happen, but that's okay. We might be able to get all 3 objectives. And a lot of the guards are still unaware, which is important too. I could run back and dissolve that corpse, so, but I don't know I care enough. I can run up and disorient Phyto. That's not a bad idea, actually. Oh, nope, I don't have the range to do it. Bio-coated bullets, poison him a little, and then we're just gonna let them come up in another full auto round. I think is the way to go. And so I'm not gonna even use my hyper VCAPs yet. Okay, I think that's fine. So you'll be poisoned, you'll take some extra damage. I just want to set up. Right there seems good. Okay, more hacking. I'm gonna load a trap disarm. I don't really want to connect to that sub-processing unit, but It is what it is. Okay, if you ever see unload cyberdeck programs when you take any action, you gotta disable that right away. Then disable the thing that increase security tally. Scan for a trap. Trigger if you load a cyberdeck program. Immediately restart all IC. I am gonna want to load programs here, so let's scan again. There's a security control unit. I like that. I will download this blueprint. But maybe I hack the security stuff later. Let's steal first. Trigger if you download a file, relocate the hacker. Let's scan again. Ooh, took a little hit point damage. That might increase stress. That's not great, but it is what it is. Oh, it's a gray. This is a gray, so it's the weakest matrix. It's not even a green, but... And it's the BOA AI, which is the weakest AI. Okay. Yeah, well, we gotta disable these two. Download the files. I could work on just getting ready to disable the security. It's not a bad idea. Or I could just be like, you know what, we're not going to worry about the security. But I do think there's value in doing that. Okay. Plus 10 damage cyber deck. We're going to get rid of that. Get rid of the connection thing. Gonna scan for traps. There is indeed a trap. But it triggers when I load a cyber deck program. I might not even need to do that. Okay, that's the long-range camera. I might hack that later. In action. Okay. Selecting protocol, reduce body timer, sending Delta and Theta to intercept. We don't actually know where those two guards are right now, but they must... Okay, they're guarding one of the exits. That's great. That's basically a nothing. Yeah, one of the bodies is going to expire. That's how it is. Scarfido is concerning. Let's see what they do before I do anything. This one's stunned. And I really want to know what Fido does, because we're probably gonna like fire off some pretty nasty faux autos. And it's gonna alert more of these guards, but I don't really see what we can do about that. As for me, I can go steal some loot. Got a weapons mod, excellent. Just gonna get into position now for the next turn. Yep. Almost certainly gonna fire off a full auto. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Okay. Interesting. I do want to hack this camera, but there's no point in hacking it now. It's 5 action points that I could use on something else. What else is... There's some... There's some other defenses, but I'm not going to worry about that stuff. I'm just going to move on. Okay. Forced security escalation unloaded to scan. That's really not a problem. Let's scan for traps. Trigger if you use a cyber deck, immediately restarts all IC. So I have to first disable this one and then disable the tracer. This place is causing like massive escalations. Triggers you load a cyberdeck program. It must be the sub-processing unit is very problematic. Force unload of scan again. Alright, well. There is a CPU. I might be able to spike it next turn. Let's get rid of that. No traps here. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna get ready to spike the CPU next turn, so I'm gonna end the turn now. This is kind of interesting. There are some places I can go where a full auto won't cause trouble. Alternatively, we shoot it very slowly. It is stunned still. But it feels wrong. Although, like, this Fido Guard has very good initiative. I would of course use the stun on it, right? Like, and maybe if I do it in the corner there, no one else will hear. I come here, only 3 enemies will hear it. Yeah, there's no way that that guard Jable doesn't hear us. But we can make it so at least the other guards don't hear us. We would also have to do a stun. Otherwise, I could just shoot you 3 times. It's also pretty good. Dissolve a corpse and stuff, like... Play a little safe. It's also not terrible. Maybe we play a little safe. Reload. The stun should wear off, right? Like, it doesn't get to go, but just in case, I'm gonna Overwatch. Okay, yeah. I always forget how that mechanic works. It's fine. Ooh, but I don't like this guard getting closer. We might not be able to assassinate that Udo guard. I could run back here and get rid of this body. It's not necessarily a bad idea if we want to do the maximal stealth. And this would be a good turn to use that Hyper V-Caps. We're still doing some hacking and stuff. I really don't hate that. Since we've sort of agreed to do the maximal stealth approach. You should die to the bio-coated bullets, actually. Good. I should have thought about that. That Overwatch is a complete waste. Okay. Hey, they asked for blood. Yep, killed one. There's a second target right here. Some more guards are coming our way, but they're kind of guarding the exit anyway, so it all kind of works out. And I think these are the weaker type of guards, hopefully. One target is in its corner, might not be killable anytime soon. I want to see what this dude does. Okay, he goes to his corner. That's actually great. This is actually so good. Because we could probably assassinate him while he's in his little corner. Then we can set up. As these guards come up, we're just going to open fire. Gun them all down. And then make a break for the exit. Probably not going to worry about Udo there. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we do, like, just make a break towards the middle. Gun down Udo while we're at it. That's, that could be an idea. I want to try to get that blueprint. Okay, good. I am going to load an attack program, and we're going to get spiking that CPU. I'm going to use the null op to attack it aggressively. Attack that. Attack whatever that is. I'm going to load another attack program. Attack again. I don't know what those programs are, but we killed them all. And now we can spike the CPU, and I can hack the rest of this stuff in relative peace. So let's see what's here. If you download an account, relocate the hacker. I don't like that. This one just has a bunch of traps. If you load a cyberdeck program, sure, we'll disarm it. But there's nothing. Oh, we can scan again. Okay. Can download stuff and then disable the trap, and then I'm gonna come and activate the security units and so forth. So end turn. This hacking is taking quite a bit, but we're getting a lot of loot from it, so it's totally worth it. Okay. Could do one more Overwatch. Let's see. I need to predict where this guard is gonna turn. Okay, this way. He's gonna see the corpse. That's fine. I don't have any of my cooldowns. I do have a rewind, but I kind of want him to do his thing. Well, no, he'll probably spot me if he does. Two more coming this way. Next turn, we'll finish hacking and leave this sector. Probably gonna run up and shotgun him. It's just, it would be ideal. Well, I think there is like a little cubby back here I can hide. It'd be ideal to have a shotgun right there. It'd still alert this Jebo guard, but we could, of course, just open fire now. But he goes very quick. Not actually confident I have enough firepower to finish him. I do have the stun, though. I don't want to alert these other guards, if at all possible. Like, this feels like I can do a stealth takedown. Let's delay and let's see what my options are with our Scourge. Just trying to see, is there anywhere I can go and fire this weapon? I have to do it like here. And we alert that guard, but that's an acceptable price, I think. Some more dudes are gonna come down, so I need to take cover after this. And don't forget, I have the I do have the disorient. But I don't see the point. the stun is good because it allows me this turn to actually like inflict some damage. Like I could stun it from right here. So that, yeah, this Jebo guard will hear the sound, but it's okay. Then I hide myself in a corner somewhere. I think that is the way to go. This weapon, it doesn't matter if you miss. You're still guaranteed the effect. Then I can hide here. Now, is there anywhere I can go to use the assault rifles with, really don't want this. Okay, if I go all the way over here, I mean, I might as well. He's stunned. And I can use this to get the loot. I know there's like a minimum range and stuff, but... yeah, same principle. If I come here and shoot... plus it puts me in good position. Smashing Omni, Firecom to intercept. Okay, so all three of these guards are coming this way. Yep. That's fine. I'm actually okay with all of this. Okay. This is where getting the cooldowns back would be pretty nifty. Delta's a basic guard. I'm gonna reload. I might put a marker on it. Although I kind of think I might need the Nerval Talk Shells back. Let's move to get a slightly better shot. I'm not getting the stealth bonus on these suspicious guards because I'm already spotted. I don't really want to use stuns or anything. I do a mine. It's delay action. Ooh, I do have Tactical Surge. This could be a Tactical Surge turn. Let's see if Iceman can get himself over here. And I have a stun. Okay. This is looking like a very promising turn. I think I will now hack the camera back there. After, of course, downloading these. I gotta disarm the trap. Download the last files. Then I might as well go disarm that camera. Don't need to disarm the other stuff. Because they're not even activated yet. Disconnect from the matrix. I have 4 action points. I'm just gonna run right into the... well, might as well run this way. If the laser wires do activate, I can disarm it. Okay. Where do I have to go to? Okay, I have to go there. This could still be a good turn for keeping with the stealth takedowns. Because I can fire the assault rifle, try to kill this dude who's stunned, kill this basic guard over here, 2 more will come next turn, and then we go even louder. I quite like that. Let's marker site, I know, a basic guard, and I'm gonna... Ooh, and this is great because next turn, I'm gonna use Tactical Surge this turn, but that'll give everybody else extra action points for next turn, which is a more critical turn. I like that. Now I can reload and then shoot this one again, so I have some more ammo. Okay, down. I can put a venom trap here. I'm pretty confident one of them is gonna come. Where can I go? There's no place I can go where the shotgun would only... Like, I could try to grab the loot this turn. I don't think it's time yet. Too bad this Orient doesn't, like, make it so they can't hear gunfire. That would really be ideal. I mean, I'm gonna do so little damage, but we kind of have to do a little damage. Yeah, I don't want the gunfire. That would trigger the security escalation. There's nowhere I can go to, like, oh, over there apparently. Over here. But then I would be out of cover. So maybe what I do is I just take 2 shots. Take 1 shot. Venom trap. What does it matter? We're probably just gonna full auto these clowns down. Oh, miss? That's annoying. Yeah. And then burn our tactical surge now. In fact, do I want any cooldowns back? Maybe on brick? No, not yet. Do I want it on outlaw? No, not yet necessarily. I'll save my cooldown ability. Let's just burst fire. This is gonna be slow going. Okay, I shred his armor. That's good. Excellent. 8A, another target down. I can grab this loot and then hide myself again. Ooh, good stuff here. Maybe... They're suspicious. They shouldn't be able to see me behind this. I know it's very flimsy low cover, but I guess we're gonna find out. Ooh. That one actually went to a really annoying place. I might just stun him. We'll see. We'll see. I could dissolve some corpses and stuff if I need to. I actually don't mind, like, these dead bodies triggering the rest of the guards to come over here because I should be long gone. Let's let Omni go. Oh, he's still guarding. Interesting. That is not what I expected. I don't know I've killed enough for the reinforcements proc yet. I am tempted to just make a run for it, you know. Like, we can just use basic pistol to kill this one. stun this one, grab the loot, grab that loot, and then hoof it. Not bother with any of this other stuff. Like dissolving the corpses to reduce body timers and so forth. If I make a faux dash, I can definitely get to the exit. There could be reinforcements that show up there. We sort of need to know what happens. Either way, we have to move towards the middle here, and this Omni Guard is not moving from its post. It's very annoying. Might have to disable both of these. Maybe I should have hacked that laser wire. But I should have enough like other hacks to be able to do it. You can see what these guards do and so forth. Also have a disorient. I want to disorient this one to like... It makes it more vulnerable to crit, I believe. Oh, I have to move quite a bit far up to disorient it. I don't like that. I just kind of want to like fire pistol shots on this one. It'll take a while to kill him, but we'll get there eventually. Some of these devices might activate this turn, but yeah. Reload. Miss. It's okay. Oh my, okay, that is more of a problem. Trying to see if I can sneak up and still get the bonus. Let's see if Brick can do it. Ugh. Without having to use the marker sites, because I'm probably going to need it. Ooh. Obstructed. I'm going to run over here and use an iron grip. Much better. I think that was the savagery buff. Okay. I can kill that one. Good. No, it's taking a while to kill some of these basic guards, but I mean, I could stun this one so it doesn't report in. And then this is a pretty good angle to actually shoot. We have to clear this Omni Guard. Not bad. Any abilities I want to rewind? Again, I don't really think so. I think I have to go here to be sure. It's a pretty good plan, I think. Well, I could. Wow, that's not true. That's not true. There is another option. I could just run up, stun this one, and like say, screw even killing you, and just hoof it. We can still grab the loot. Like disable the camera, grab the loot. It'll be stunned for a few turns, and then everybody just runs. Doesn't that seem better? Because it's already turn 7. And I can just, not going to worry about killing that last target. That seems to me to make the most sense. Omni is very slow right now, so I'm not gonna bother stunning it. I'm gonna let it like do its thing. Reload the pistol in case I need it. Security is gonna get massively escalated very soon, but that should be fine. I'll disable the camera now. Be efficient with our action points. Okay, yep, body timer is reduced by up to 2, so that means all of these bodies are going to be expired, and then swarms of guards will descend. Let's... Yeah, we do have cover right now, so I can let it move. Oh, I can't actually stun it anyway. We are technically hidden, so I can let them like do their thing first before I do anything else. Wait. It spotted me? Oh, that cover was real flimsy, huh? That's fine. It wasted its turn. Alright, so we stunned it for multiple turns. I think I'm pretty quick, so I can grab the loot. Everybody else hoof it to the exit. And I have a tactical surging a few turns to get us out. Okay, that was not very impressive loot, but yeah, I'm not going through there to fight that last guard. We're just gonna run like the wind to the exit in the back. Especially since I predict reinforcements will show up very soon. Oh, wow. That is kind of convenient for you to come all the way over here. Huh. Yeah, they've all abandoned their positions. It is very tempting to like try to snipe this one. I do have a stun, but I don't think the shotgun can like I mean, I have the biomimic to let me get through those laser wires. Should have disarmed that. Then I could like stun it. But what turn is it already? 9 turn? It's not worth it. If I try to kill this last guard, I would definitely not be able to make the 10 turn secondary objective. So I don't think it's worth it. Jebo, Gakko, Omega. Well, they all would spot Brick anyway, so I'm just gonna, in case I do need to do something, I'm gonna delay action. Okay, Jebo is still staying put. Rest of the guards are starting to do stuff. I don't even know that I actually have time to grab the last loot locker. I don't think I have time. If I want to get that secondary objective, which I do. Can I rewind? Does anybody have any movement buffing things? I don't think so. Okay. Well, I think we just get out. We don't even get the last loot box. I'm happy with that. So we group up the entire team here this turn. Next turn, it should be pretty straightforward. There's going to be an escalation, but my experience has been reinforcements never show up if you're too close to one of the spawn points. Furthermore, reinforcements always have super low initiative, so we should have enough initiative to get everyone out, even if they do spawn. So let's do it. Let's just get out, be done. This one's still stunned. Oh, the camera's activated. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, we're getting out this turn, so no tactical surge or anything. Pre-computed advantage. I can do it on 2 brick and outlaw, make them go up on initiative order, so in case some of these guards like get wise to us, and I have enough action points to get out, so do it on brick, outlaw. I don't care if the camera spots us because we're gone. Hayes, we don't want to overstay our welcome. Deductor, we're clear. Don't slow down. Go, go, go. That's right. So we got 2 out of the 3 primary objective and both secondary objectives. Left 1 loot box. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good result. Hayes, we're getting paid for blood. How much did we spill? 2 for 3 makes for a successful night. I agree. Good result. Yep, we missed a target, but we killed 2 of the other targets. And we got the bonus for killing at least 5 targets. A little extra heat. We've got that blueprint. We've got a lot of random stuff from hacking and the chests. Got weapon mods, some more armor. Good stuff. Okay. I'm quite pleased with that outcome. We have some conversations now we can do. So let's... Hayes, we have to make the call. Are we going over to Ghoul side in this D-Cartel internal war? I want to be sure the stakes are clear here. If we go to Ghoul, there is no going back. We can't negotiate anything without tipping our hand enough that Ghoul could sink us. By telling Octane about how we went behind her back. Or by ratting us out to Syndicate boss Henniger. Deductor, it's a risk. Without diverging my writer's origin, our part in the Haven Smokeout, and at least an inkling of the plan for a loophole heist, we won't be able to get Ghoul's attention. Hayes. But what we stand to gain is a new ally in the D-Cartel, who can help us clear our debt the old-fashioned way by killing our loan shark, Octane. It's hard to shake the feeling that Octane is lying to us and twisting the truth for our own gain. Well... we have to decide now. There is no waiting on this. Well, we do have a buff with Octane right now. She did have a limit break that is paying more. Her missions are paying more money. That's good. Also, the background of my character is a betrayed detective, right? Used to be a detective. And then I got betrayed horribly. That's how all the detective noir story goes. So since I was betrayed, I don't feel like I should be doing any sort of this betraying nonsense. So those 2 factors mean I am going to stick to Octane. She is the devil we know. We don't know anything about this Ghoul character. So I'm going to reject this, and we're going to stick with Octane. Forget it. Either we are making the loophole heist, or we're going to pay our way out of this debt. Hey, then we stick with the devil we know and get this affair wrapped up one way or another. We can complete Octane's offer through loophole heist, or work to pay for the 2 million we owe, or refuse to pay up and see what Octane does. Yeah, well, this mission pays well, the loophole heist. No reason not to do it. So we'll do that eventually. Let's talk to this next dude, Bimmer Zhang. I might be on the edge of forging the German connection in this town. I just need your help. Newly landed Warner Braun leadership are strangers in a strange town. They're looking for somewhere to feel comfortable, safe, somewhere to relax a little and let their guard down. And maybe most importantly, somewhere to grow their fledgling connection to the new Boston Underground. Hayes, and what, have a few drinks and dance under the lights? Bimmer Zhang. Who doesn't want that, Hayes? Hayes, so you think your club can be that place, Bimmer? Bimmer Zhang. If you were a fixture there, Hayes, I know it could be THE place. I've managed to get their attention, and a few of the Warner Braun mid-levels have come by. But if the right whispers got around about who frequents my club, the face of a rising cyber knight, that could seal the deal. How are you sure Warner Braun leadership is looking to make underworld connections? Bimmer Zhang. Come now. They are rule-abiding Germans, but they are not stupid. They're very smart, very crafty, and they know you have to play the game if you're going to make it in this town. Does anything New Boston get done without syndicate, gang, or corrupt corporate officer getting a bite? Hayes, so I play the bait, the gatekeeper to the New Boston underworld. Plus, some time off to relax, work the network. I think it sounds lovely. If we commit Hayes to a stint at the club, we will have a chance to spend up to 2 other mercenaries. If we are not ready, choose to delay before committing Hayes to legwork. Well, Hayes literally cannot do this because she is doing something else. So we have no choice but to delay. Let me get my mercs in a row and we'll reconvene on this. Hayes, we know this one isn't going to wait, Bimmer. Bimmer's on. No, it will not. I need to know soon whether you can make this commitment. Some drinks, some night outs, it's painless. I'm asking you to come give underworld cred at my club. In return, you could get access to Warner Braun leaders otherwise locked up in their towers. Get your mercs lined up, decide who is getting on my party bus, and get back to me soon. We will not be able to delay on Bimmer's offer again. If we cannot commit, we will have to refuse. Okay. I have 4 days left on her current thing. And if that fails, I think she has to roll again. Bimmer's thing is 14 days, so we do have a little time. I seem to remember this legwork is you have 3 chances to succeed, and you're guaranteed to succeed on the 3rd chance. So Hayes has 254%. I could buff that up, but it might actually be better to like shorten the legwork. Does anybody else have any legwork they need? I don't think so. I could also upgrade the Underworld Hub. That will allow my tokens to be even more effective. Maybe that's what I do. I'll need to spend basically 10 days upgrading this. And then I can spend some tokens to, yes, that could be just the way to do it. I like that idea. How much is this to upgrade? 300k, we have that. We also have a lot more loot now. We could mint an experimental personnel file. Probably just going to use a rare to do this. I probably have a lot of other miscellaneous random files I could use. There's some other gear I could sell. In fact, I wanted to sell some stuff to I can sell this sure shot. It's I wanted to sell it to Wendigo to and Diego. We can sell it to Diego to buff him. Now that's interesting. It says his influence is 70, but I could have sworn his influence was 50. So this deal maker, it says it's supposed to give plus 10% influence or plus 1 favor for secondary objectives given by street or syndicate contacts. But it didn't seem to actually do that. So how does this talent, like, how is it actually supposed to work? When using Dealmaker, face gains plus extra +1 favor plus 10% influence for secondary objectives. I don't quite understand. There doesn't appear to be a cooldown on this talent. So if anybody actually knows how this talent is supposed to work, I'd be real curious about it. But it's not like I can change that right now. Because I did both secondary objectives. So in theory, shouldn't I have more favors or more influence? I don't actually have either. Okay. Enough talk. I'm gonna train this Puppet Master talent because it is very, very powerful. It can let us upgrade the services massively, which gives us access to better gear and so forth very quickly. And that is definitely worth it. Got some more training. Got the savagery. I don't think we need more in that direction. Recoup is another great one, but I might want to move towards coordinated charge to be able to have a little some more options. Although recoup, getting those extra action points when you crit is pretty insane. You want to get up to like this right here where you get like 2 action points and +1 move when you crit. It is very powerful. You get a lot of action points back. But I do like coordinated charge. If you can get this upgraded, it's just it takes so much more investment to get there. Maybe I do a recoup and Brick can be our like soldier whose specialty is killing stuff. Get a different soldier to be like a more mobile soldier. August has a upgrade as well. Upgrading dissolve is not bad. Upgrading the disorient range is really good because you kind of need that for disorient to actually be good. Venom Trap, I don't know we really need to upgrade. I haven't been using it that much. Bio-coated bullet is decent in some missions. Of course, upgrading Nerval Talk Shell so it has a even more absurd cooldown can only be a good thing. But I kind of like the range on Disorient because it's otherwise very hard to use without that extra range. Then our hacker, the cyber deck got a little damaged. We can just fix that up. Takes 2k 12 hours. That's really nothing. Null op, I can give it an extra charge, so I can use it twice. That should be able to just destroy everything early game. That is pretty worth. I could also upgrade the damage, but I think I would rather just use it twice. Then I could move towards either faked vitals into 0 interrupt, or I just go straight through these passive nodes. Fake vitals, you can cancel the body timer on a dead enemy. Problem is, if somebody comes looking for that dead enemy, they still see it, and it takes 2 like action points. I don't really like this talent that much. I played with it a bunch separately, but it feels very tricky to use. Whereas there's all sorts of fun talents here on the right hand side. So a 0 interrupt is absolutely amazing. We want to get that hacking talent as fast as possible. So I'm thinking what I do is I go up towards this tree in the middle, and then we work towards 0 interrupt now to really become the best hacker. And then I we'll probably do this bodyguard mission next. Let's let the world map play a little bit. And I'm gonna start thinking about upgrading this underworld hub. Even though I did clear out a room. Oh, right, I was gonna sell some stuff to Diego and Wendigo so they can both trigger their, yeah, I'm never gonna craft this tier 1 armor, so I'm gonna sell that. Sell the sure shot to Diego. This will help trigger their limit breaks. Because you need at least 80%, and then after a while, it'll just trigger. Potato is kind of back a little bit. I have a co-conspire in 2 days. Maybe I should see who I can co-conspire with before I sell off anything else. And I am going to put in this basic personnel file and mint one of those and save the legendary one of a rare. I might actually want a favor from Potato. We'll see. We'll see. Don't need to sell it just yet. So, yeah, let's just advance the timeline. Fixed up our thing, and then in 1 day, 6 hours, we can... Ooh, there's a legwork. Okay, good, good, good. We can stack all the legworks together and then upgrade the underworld hub to get like max value out of that. That seems really worth it in my book. And we're probably going to have to recruit some more mercenaries so that we have ways of doing legworks. So let's advance the timeline a little bit more. In fact, we might just want to recruit Rhino now. There's no well, let's see what this mission is, and then we can recruit Rhino. Ooh, we got a hype limit break from August. This is hype. You gain hype by successfully doing missions, helping a friend, succeeding at a job, etc., etc. So this is a way of upgrading your mercenaries. You can get a number of options. You can use this talent called Care and Feeding to re-roll, but I don't think I will. Don't want quick study. Don't need a 30-day buff. Door kicker seems pretty good, right? Plus 4% close quarters accuracy. On the shotgun, a little more strength. That reduces recoil. It actually reduces accuracy on long-range weapons, which we're never going to use. That seems pretty good. So let's upgrade this door kicker trait. It's a small upgrade, but you can keep upgrading these trait levels. So we want to get that started, I think. So confirm upgrade there. Well done. August, that resets his hype. So we send him on more missions and he'll get more hype. So it's all good. Ooh, Diego has his ability. So this is where I want to use that Puppet Master. To spend 1 charge of haste hound to increase the following services. Street guns to 3. Street weapon mods to 2. So like all his services go up. This is why I picked that Puppet Master. So let's check in on you, Diego, buddy, now. Where are you? You now sells Tier 3 street guns, Tier 2 weapon mods, and Tier 2 military items. Does that mean do you sell the shock mines now? Not yet. Okay. But we do have some Tier 3 weapons we could buy if we need some. They're pretty expensive, as you can see, but you know, it could come in handy. Some of the Tier 3 mods might be nice. If there are more, like, better silencers. I don't think there actually are, though. Oh, no, he only has Tier 2 mods, but, you know, we might buy some of these. So that was a great upgrade for him. That's why Puppet Master is so good. Yeah, is there anything else of note? I don't think so. Let's start the interaction with Mongrel. I need you to play bodyguard and help move one of my couriers safely. You know how it is. So we've done this bodyguard. It's the same like text. He has a mission called Blood Egress. Ooh, there's already yellow matrix hosts. Those are already starting to get a little dangerous. I might buy a better cyber deck, actually. Because, I mean, they're expensive, sure. But it is a significant upgrade over the base cyber deck. And I might need it. The yellow hosts are already starting to get, like, kind of dangerous. Probably going to do this pretty quickly. Oh, interesting. It's a 217k. Or maybe I don't, because hacking, it's nice. It's nice to hack, but these bodyguard missions, they're great to just like sneaking, get the VIP out, and then leave and not mess around too much, at least early game. Once I get better weapons and stuff, sure, we can mess around more, but not right now. Let's let the Underworld Hub build, start the next stage, and then maybe we just do the mission. Yeah, a lot of things going on here. Plus, in case somebody gets injured or whatnot, we still have time to do our loophole heist. Okay, Brick has also reached the limit break. Same deal here. Increase muzzle face rate from 1 to 2. Get a little more accuracy on that assault rifle, the close quarters assault rifle. That seems good. Okay, manage room. I need to upgrade cryo by 1. And then I can build that underworld hub. And then I can spend tokens to like, oh, Co-Conspire is back. Okay, gotta pick someone to Co-Conspire. Look at all these things happening. There's just too much happening right now. We could Co-Conspire with Diego again. Not a bad idea. We could Co-Conspire with Octane because she has a temporary buff, giving us more mission pay. That is extremely tempting, actually. Because I need just tons of money right now. So let's Co-Conspire with Octane. We did sort of double down on her. Oh, she has a scav raid. Ah, that's a little disappointing. Scav raid, you don't get money from that. Okay, well, and I think we will finish this episode by recruiting Rhino, and then we will prepare for another heist. So I'm just gonna start doing action now. Rhino, so you still haven't killed me. I'm starting to come to grips with that. You said you had questions. Well, you asked, and I will see if I'm willing to answer. The Doctor, fair enough. How long did you work with Burner? Rhino, just less than 2 years. The Doctor, and you were with him when he died? Rhino, I was near enough to put a bullet through the D-Cartel soldier who killed him. Burner was one tough choppa. It practically took a D-Cartel army to bring him down. Why am I not surprised it was D-Cartel? Tell us how it happened. Was Octane involved? Of course Octane was involved. She was running all the jobs, pulling all the strings. She sent us right into the job that got Burner killed. We've been facing off against Ghoul for a long time. As their war heated up, the ambush was multi-layered. Even Burner didn't see it coming. We almost got out, but when Burner went down, it was over. Like I said, I was close enough to kill his killers, and then, I guess for your sake, had the foresight to drag his corpse out of there. The Doctor, at least we have clear answers on how my predecessor died and who pulled the trigger. What do you know about Burner's history? Rhino, Burner came to New Boston maybe 3 years ago. I started working with him 2 years back. He was a good leader, but he wasn't the most open about his past. I know he came from Algiers Dome in North Africa. The Doctor, why did he come to the UNA? Was he running from something? Rhino, I would never have thought of Burner looking over his shoulder. He was always looking forward. Hayes, not much else to go on, but I'm not sure what we were hoping to find anyway. Rhino, he never mentioned any family. I do know he wasn't the first to wear your rider. He talked about it being a zombie and the dreams he would have sometimes. Deductor, I know those dreams. They're not like the dreams I used to have before. Tell us more about Burner and the work you did for Octane. Rhino, Octane started like most clients we worked for. She needed someone to lean on her bad debtors, someone to snoop a financial system. She paid well and called every month with good work, and Burner was trying to get established in town. She was a good connect. After a few months, some of us started to see the outline of something bigger. Octane wasn't just treading water, she had a master plan. At some point, she let Burner in on it, and we didn't work much for anyone else after that. None of us ever trusted her. We knew she was stealing from the D cartel. But she and Burner had become partners. They were going to the top of the D cartel together. Eventually, the whole team knew they were more than just business partners. Deductor, Burner and Octane were lovers? Rhino, they never said it, but we all knew it. I am sure Octane was planning to become a D cartel boss, and if she could get a seat at the table with a cyber knight at her side, it would have been the power play of the century. Burner was ambitious, always looking forward and up. He was just as dedicated to the plan as she was. Deductor, but Ghoul caught on to the action. Rhino, yes, and started meddling in everything we did. It felt like he was always on our back, always ready to crash our next heist. But Burner wouldn't stop. Whatever we were doing with that quantum endpoint, it was tied to Octane's big move. We risked it all, and the cost was all of us. Deductor, we recovered that quantum endpoint from Ghoul. And if we have to decide if we're going to be the Cyber Knight at Octane's side in the final fate of her plan. Rhino, what else can I say? Be careful who you trust. Octane is and always has been a snake. Burner never should swung into her orbit and drag the rest of us with him. Deductor, do you really see something of Burner in me? Rhino, I do. It is hard to explain. If you're around a cyberlight long enough, you pick up on how they move. Deductor, what do you mean? Rhino, most of the time you're normal, but then you float between actions sometimes. I can't tell if you're moving slow or the whole world is slowing down around you. But your cadence in those seconds, it just makes me think of Burner. Deductor, is part of Burner living in my wires? Or is it some kind of filament muscle memory? Rhino, nobody knows much about how the zombie writers really work. No one has studied it. It is all black market underground. Hayes, the first Cyberknights were a young breed when splicers started hooking up new modules and capabilities for war. Cyberknights and their quantum writers were sent into the Quiet Wars in the late 2100s. After that mess, and their mass desertions, they've been outlawed and hunted. Deductor, but no one has any idea. That's the end of it. Where will you go after we split? Rhino, I don't have a lot to run toward. Actually, I have absolutely nothing. No merc company, no cyber knight, no safe house, and no money. It is a hell of a rug pull to see all your friends go down and be the only one left standing. Hayes, when we put you on a train out of New Boston, which direction will you be heading? Rhino, I've been thinking. Do I have to go? Your squad could always use another professional shooter, I promise. I do actually hit my targets when I want to. I would keep my head down around the D cartel. I don't want to reopen any recent wounds there. We will be able to consider and accept, delay, or reject Rhino's offer to join our team as a new recruit. Alright, let's talk about you and my squad. Rhino, I joined just like any other. We had a strange start, but I think we could get over that. We can't decide now. We can continue to review the recruit from the roster before making a final decision. Stay on ice. We're still considering it. Because... Oh, 6 hours. Okay. That's fine. It'll never go away. Or what I mean is when you do a mission, it advances the world by a day. But if something on the timeline has less than 24 hours, it won't just disappear. Like, you still will be able to make a decision on it when you come back. So, I am greedy, right? If you include Rhino on the team, she's going to cost 3%. I don't really want to pay that 3% right now when I do this blood egress mission. Ooh, maybe I do take the favor to block reinforcements because my blueprint for that tier 5 shotgun, I could sell it to Diego for 2 favors. Yeah, it was worth it was a 64k blueprint. Actually, less than I thought it would be, but still very good. So then I can take leverage. Oh no, this is the mission where you have to bodyguard someone. It's a militarized hospital. I mean, I could bring right on this mission. Gotta bring a hacker. We've got some firepower. Wait, did I get... No, that's a blueprint, right? Did I actually get a tier 5 assault rifle? Hold on. Item. Yeah, I don't think I actually got a tier 5 assault rifle. That was a blueprint. Why did it show up when I entered the mercenary prep? It's showing the blueprints? Why would it show that? That's really confusing, actually. It must have been one of the patches. I don't think that's a good thing. Okay, I was like, I couldn't have tier 5 weapon already. That would be insane. That would be like objectively much, much better than my current weapon. Okay, well, it's fine. Anyway, this could be the squad. I want to bring a little variety. Bring our Vanguard here to get a little hype, get a little experience. Might have to buy a better sword for you so you can stealth kill some stuff. And we might just like, yeah, there's a matrix we can hack and it would be ideal to hack it. But, you know, just getting the mission completed with minimal issues is also really good. So let's see what happens in the next episode. Thank you for watching.